Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. I'm a beauty enthusiast and consultant who loves to talk about everything dealing with beauty and makeup, and today we just have a good old-fashioned haul of some beauty products. So I cannot wait to share all of that with you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it, and let's get right into this video. So first, I am so excited to once again be partnering with Dossier. I love their fragrances. I've been partnering with them for over a year because their products are really stellar. So if you have not heard of them, they are a fragrance company that makes luxurious fragrances that are inspired by designer fragrances and other popular niche fragrances. And I've said it time and time again, I love Dossier fragrances because a lot of times I end up liking their version of the fragrances better because they last longer on my skin, and I don't know, they put a nice twist to it that makes me like the fragrance better. Sometimes I don't like the original, but I will love Dossier's version. So the two that I'm going to share with you today are going to be Citrus Green Apple, and then I have Musky Aldehyde. So first, if you've never seen their packaging, they have a really beautiful minimalistic packaging, magnetic closure, and their fragrances are all going to be 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces. So the Citrus Green Apple is going to be inspired by Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Women Eau de Toilette. Now, I smelled the original in store and I was like, I like it. I don't know. I tend to like more floral fragrances and more musky fragrances. I don't really do the fresh fragrance all the time. So I was like, I like this, but I don't know if I really want to own it just yet. So when I saw Dossier had their version, I was like, let me try it. So the notes are going to be green apple, lime, and I think it's pronounced cedrant. And then the middle notes are going to be bluebell, jasmine, and rose. And then the base notes are amber, cedarwood, and musk. This is beautiful. I can get with this version of it. So let's spray it. I know you can't, so I wish you guys could smell it. So it definitely smells nice and fresh and airy upon initial smell of the fragrance, but it does dry down and to where you can definitely smell and sense to that muskiness. It does last very well on the skin. It's not overpowering. This type of scent I would definitely wear more so in the daytime. But I could also see you wearing it in the evening if you're going out, let's say just for a nice evening event, but nothing like too grandiose, but you're going out in the evening because the dry down is going to be a little more musky, a little more woody. So for me, I like to wear scents like that in the evening time. This, I really like it. And then the second fragrance that I want to talk to you about is this one called Musky Aldehydes. Now, Musky Aldehydes is inspired by Byredo's Blanche. I have not smelled the original, but I love Byredo. I have a few of their fragrances, and I love Byredo's fragrances because they're so unique. Like, you cannot put your finger on like what makes them different. You just know that they're different. Now, one thing about Byredo's fragrances, the ones that I do have, I have Gypsy Water, Bal d'Afrique, I think it's called La Tulipe, and Mojave Ghost. Those are the ones that I have. I love them all except for Bal d'Afrique. The soapy smell I can't get with. But with their fragrances, they do not last a long time on me. I can get a good maybe like 4, maybe 5 hours of wear, and then the fragrance kind of dissipates. So I really was excited to try this version of Byredo's fragrance, Musky Aldehydes, because I was like, well, at least I know if I like it, it's gonna last long on me. So top notes are gonna be aldehydes, peony, pink pepper, and lily. Middle notes are freesia, rose, violet, and jasmine. And then base notes are musk and sandalwood. So let me go ahead and spray on this side to try to separate the fragrances. So as the name would imply, Blanc, that's the original name, this definitely gives you a nice, like clean, kind of a soapy scent to it. Like upon initial application, it definitely smells like very fresh, very clean. Smells like a scent you would put on like right out of the shower. So like stepping out of the shower, towel off, but your skin's kind of damp, I would feel like you would put this on to just really smell nice and fresh. As it does begin to dry down, it definitely does smell more musky. I'll be honest, not my favorite scent in terms of, I like it. I like the way it also wears on me, but I just, like I said, I tend to not do a lot of fresh scents, especially the ones that tend to have like a soapy air to it. And this one does kind of have a soapy air to it. I have worn this a few times because I was like, I wanted to give it a try, because you know, sometimes you can smell it one time and it doesn't sit well, but you can smell it again and you're like, okay, I can get with it. This I definitely like more than Bal de Freak. Bal de Freak is just too soapy for me. I could get with this one, but it is not my favorite in terms of like, oh my gosh, like this just makes my heart melt. And I know it's simply because it's more of a fresher scent. But do I like it? Yes. Would I recommend it? Yes. I would definitely check out Dossier. I do have a discount code with them. I will leave it down in the description box. They have bundles on their website to where you can get even more of their fragrances at a more affordable cost. The price range of their fragrances are anywhere from like $29 to about $59, and they have so many options to choose from. I know some people are not into inspired fragrances, and I am not into all of the inspired fragrances, but I love Dossier because their fragrances are so high quality and they last long, and it doesn't smell cheap at all, and they're just an amazing company. Like, I really enjoy them. So happy to work with them again. They also have a rewards program that they just started a few months ago. So check them out. Leave me your thoughts down below if you've tried any of their fragrances. I know some of you have, and you really do enjoy them as well. They have a great return policy. If you don't like it, send it back. You get your money back. So an amazing company to definitely try out. And then hopefully you like them and you can become a great customer of them. So let's get into what's on my eyes. I was not gonna get this palette, and then Gabe Loves Makeup and then Erica Tesla were like, no, Chels, like you really do need to get this palette. Tarte Maneater palette, you guys. Okay, so I have not done a dedicated review for it because at this point I feel like it's old. Everybody's seen the reviews that they want to see, but I have created a couple of eye looks. This palette is beautiful. It is beautiful. So this is my first Tarte palette. I've never been attracted to really any of their palettes because they're either very light in their color scheme or they're just very neutral, very everyday types of palettes. So this was the first palette by the brand that I was actually like, oh my God, like, I think I might want that. The mattes in this palette are so blendable, very pigmented, but like not overly pigmented to the point where like you're just gonna put, you know, a little bit on your eye and now you're like, oh my gosh, I have so much pigment, I can't even work with this. The different textures in this palette are stunning. So on my eyes today, because I went very like simple today, I put this color on my eyes, which has like a duochrome shift to it. And then on my lower lash line, I mixed these two shades together. And then in the inner corner, I put this one. Oh my gosh, like, I love how this eye look came out. And then yesterday, I didn't record that, but I used these shades and a lot of the golds. Such a beautiful formulation, very pigmented. Like, if you were looking at this one, I'm gonna say go ahead and get it, because this is such a beautiful palette. I will definitely try to use it in like an upcoming video just so you can see it in action, but just off of the couple times that I've used it, this is a beautiful palette, and I'm like, yes, now I own an eyeshadow palette by Tarte. I have a foundation, concealer, liquid illuminators by Tarte. Now I have an eyeshadow by Tarte. Okay. Then in terms of like the base that I'm wearing today, Amigolay. So I have reviewed this brand and this skin tint before, and when I did my review, I had shade medium 2. Yes, medium 2, which I felt was a little too light. So they actually reached out to me because they wanted to send me their new brow products, more specifically their new brow gel. And they were like, if there are any other products that you want to try from us, let us know. And so I did request that they send over the skin tint in shade medium 1 because I was like, medium 2 is too light. So maybe medium 1 will be a good fit. Because I'm not gonna lie, I ended up decluttering medium 2 because I was like, I can't wear it. And I don't know, I couldn't get with it. It was too light, and I was like, I don't know, you know. So medium 1 definitely has more of like a neutral hue to it, but because it is a skin tint, it does blend into the skin, and I feel like it actually blended really nice into my skin, and I think it really does work well with my complexion. So when it first is applied onto the skin, you can see that it is more neutral. It is a little deeper for my complexion, but because it is a skin tint, it blends in really nicely. The formula is beautiful, and I'm like, okay, I think I can now understand why people were so hyped up about this skin tint what was it, like maybe this time last year. So that's my base today in terms of like my complexion. And today I used their brow products for the first time. So their brow pencil they sent me in the shade medium brown. It is warmer than I like, but the brow pencil is easy to work with. So the tip of the brow pencil is nice and fine. So this is what it looks like. And then the other side does come with a spoolie. I did ask them for the shade medium brown, so it wasn't their fault. That's what I asked for. I would definitely go with rich brown if I were to get another one of these. But very easy to use. And then the brow gel is just a clear brow gel that is going to set the brows and not leave them crunchy or flaky. And I would definitely have to agree to it. Use the brow gel today, and my brows do feel set. They don't feel hard. They don't feel crunchy. I don't have any white residue on them. So I would definitely use both of these brow products again, and I'm definitely using the skin tint again. It blends into the skin so nicely, and it's one of the very few products that I actually want to use with my fingers. Like, the times that I've used this skin tint since they've sent it to me, I've used my fingers and I've been really happy with the overall finish of it. So really beautiful products, and I'm glad that I have a shade that actually works now, because I feel like I can use the product more and really enjoy the product because it matches my skin better. Okay, now my birthday was a couple weeks ago, and so for my birthday for myself, I purchased 2 of the Chanel Tweed eye quads. You guys, let me tell you, I did not think I was gonna get these. When I saw them, I said, I don't need it, and I'm gonna exhibit some self-control. And then I saw Sophia C's Beauty eyeshadow review, and I was like, oh, maybe just 1. And then I went in store, and I was like, maybe just 2. So this is the first eye quad. This is in 01 Tweed. Now, I'm not French, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that second word, but palette 01. Such a beautiful eye quad. I love, love, love this one. The formula of these, they're not the most pigmented. The French don't do a lot of eyeshadow, you know, from what I hear and see. And they tend to do very like minimal looks when they do use eyeshadow. So the pigmentation is not like, you know, intense like the Tarte Maneater palette, but there is really nice pigmentation, and the formula is buildable. So I really, really do like this. And I love this shade right here, like this sparkly, can y'all see that? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Let me put it on the back of my hand. It's like a really beautiful shimmer topper. I've been into shades like this to like put like right along here on the tops of the brown bone and kind of blend it into my eyes. It looks beautiful. Let me just go ahead and add some here so we can be somewhat even on both sides. Oh, but it's so pretty. So really enjoying this palette. I haven't used it yet on my channel in a dedicated video or like a get ready with me, but I have been using both of these eye quads like in everyday life. I'm so glad I have them. And I love the little Tweed packaging. These are limited edition, and I'm not gonna lie, that is part of the reason why I got them, because I was like, what I will not do is be sitting here on the outside wishing I would have bought them and then upset that I can't get them. The other one I got was shade 04. This is the one that Sophia C's Beauty says she liked the most. And I totally understand why. This is beautiful. So this does have a cooler story to it, but it's not so cool toned that if you don't like cool tones, it can't work with you. And I, once again, really enjoy it. This shade right here is also more of like that light shimmer topper, like the gold one I showed you before. And I wore this eye quad on my birthday. Did I wear this one on my birthday? No, I think I wore the other one. I can't remember what I wore actually on my birthday, but I wore one of these on my birthday, and I was like, such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. So I'm definitely going to say that these are beautiful. I did swatch the one that had more of like the orangey tones in it, and that one actually did not swatch well at all. These swatched the best in my opinion in terms of the 3 quads that I felt would work better on deeper complexions. I didn't swatch the 4th one because I was like, that's just gonna be a little too light, and it wasn't of interest to me. So those 2 I'm really happy with. I would definitely recommend them if you have a deeper complexion and you were looking into the Chanel Tweed eyeshadow quads to see which one might work better for you. So Andrea Renee, if you don't know who she is, you need to follow her. She's amazing, and she will get you to buy anything that she talks about, okay? So she made a video last month talking about fragrances that she had picked up. She wanted to get some fragrances for the fall, and she talked about this one fragrance, and I was like, I think I need to go and try it. So the fragrance that she was talking about is from Victoria's Secret, and I was like, now the last time I purchased any fragrance from Victoria's Secret, I think it was called, what was it? Angels. Oh, Sean used to buy it for me all the time because it was a fragrance I wore nonstop when we met. I might just go back and buy it just for nostalgic reasons. But I saw Bear in store, but then I saw this kit and I was like, well, let's try more. But this was the one that she was raving about. And what made me want to try it was that she said it has a warm scent to it, like a warm hue. It does, and I would agree to it. It does have a scent that is quite reminiscent of the fall season. But she said that it smells differently on everyone. So it like definitely morphs and mixes in with your own body chemistry to be a little more specialized and unique based on who is wearing it. And that's what sold me on it. And I was like, well, I want my own scent anyway, so let me go ahead and give it a try. This one is beautiful. So it definitely smells warm. I put this on this morning, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Oh, it's so pretty. Definitely warm, but still daytime appropriate. I was talking to a subscriber. She was like, oh my gosh, Andrea got me too, because I posted this on my stories, and she bought it as well. And she said, I love to wear this at work. She works at a doctor's office, because she was like, it's not offensive, and I actually keep this one at my job because I can just put it on. It doesn't offend the people that I'm working with. And I was like, I agree. This is a really nice skin scent. So when you first apply it, you can definitely smell it, but after about an hour, you don't really smell it anymore. But if you were to, you know, put your arm up and smell it, you can still smell it on your arm. So it does dry down like a really nice skin scent. And I like those types of scents for work. Like for me, like on a regular day, if I'm not at work, I want you to smell me honestly before you see me. That's technically what I prefer in my fragrances. But like I want a variety of fragrances, so I don't mind the ones that are not offensive, because those are the ones that I tend to wear to work, or if I'm gonna be, you know, on a plane or like at church or somewhere where I'm like, you know, I don't know if fragrances bother people, so I don't wanna be the person to irritate you. So I really, really like this one. The other one that comes in here is Victoria's Secret Tease. This is pretty. This one is really nice. So this is more of the scent family that I like. This smells definitely more floral. And I haven't worn this one yet to give you an idea of how long it lasts. The fragrance Bear, the one that I was just talking about, that one lasts, I would say, about 4 to 5 hours. And then I feel the need to reapply. So it's not the longest lasting on me. And I think mainly because it is more of like a skin scent. This last one that they have in here is called a Bombshell. Bombshell, I think I like this. I haven't put it on my body yet, but when I sprayed it, I was like, oh, this actually smells pretty good. So I think this kit is really cute, and I'm glad that I got the kit because I can try more from Victoria's Secret. So I'm happy to have that. If you don't know, I love fragrances. Can't get enough of them. I love fragrances literally just as much as I love like makeup products. So as a matter of fact, we have 2 more fragrances that I want to talk about in this haul. So I'm always happy to try more fragrances and like add to my collection, because you just can't have enough fragrances. You really can't. Let's talk about the fragrances while we're just here. Okay, this is the newest fragrance in the YSL Libre family. This is called Les Parfums. And when I saw this, I was like, absolutely yes, I need this, because I have YSL. I have the original Libre, then I have the Libre Intense. The only one that I'm missing is the Libre Eau de Toilette, and I need to go ahead and get that because, you know, I do have a bit of like a completionist issue, and now I feel like I need that one to complete this family because I love them all, and this one is of no exception. I watched a video today where this individual reviewed all 4 of the YSL Libre fragrances, and she said that her favorites, or the ones that she would recommend, would be the Les Parfums and the original. This Les Parfums, oh my goodness me. This one is beautiful, it is intense, it is dark. So if you like the YSL Libre Intense, you are going to love this one as well. I saw a review or a comment where somebody was like, I have never liked any of the YSL Libre fragrances except for this one. And I was like, okay. So if you don't like any of your other ones, you might enjoy this one. Definitely gives you a sweet scent, but it's not overly sweet, because I can't do too sweet, like sweet to where it makes your head hurt, but this is like sweet and sexy. Definitely a nighttime scent. Like, it's warm, it's sweet, it's seductive, and it's sexy. That is what Les Parfums is, and oh my goodness me. I'm gonna say you're gonna want to go ahead and try that one. Just go in the store and smell it. Just go in the store and smell it. I'm so happy to have it. Like, I was like, whether I like it or not, I'm keeping it because I am obsessed with YSL Libre. So good. And then I have this one. So this is going to be by YSL as well, Mon Paris, nothing new. And it was on sale for the last day of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. The 1 ounce size was. And so when I saw it, I was like, you know, I love YSL fragrances. Maybe I like this one. And I didn't get in store in time to get it on sale, but I was like, well, at least let me smell it, because if I like it, then, you know, I'll put it on my wish list and maybe get it later. Well, when I smelled this, I went back the very next day and bought it because I just kept thinking about it. So beautiful, fruity and floral, such a beautiful combination. It is like the perfect everyday scent. Very, like I said, fruity, floral, but also very fresh. But like fruity and floralness are going to be the scents that stand out more than the freshness. This could definitely be like a signature everyday scent. The only problem that I have with it is that it's not long lasting. So maybe 4 hours and then I don't smell it anymore. But this would also be a fragrance, because I like it so much, that I would buy in a travel size so I could keep it in my purse and just reapply as the day goes on. If I were gonna be out like all day and wanted to make sure that this scent lasted with me. I love it. Love it. Then I have a couple more things and we're done. So I got this package in the mail today and I was like, well, what is this? Because I've been waiting on this package for a little bit. And then when I saw it was here, I was like, yes. Look! So Natasha Denona reached out to me and they said, hey, Natasha's coming out with her dream collection. We'd love to send it to you. And I was like, absolutely, yes, thank you. I get PR from them time to time, but I don't ever know what I'm gonna get. So they actually reached out to me before the collection launched, and I was like, absolutely, like, I'm so excited. I was gonna buy this collection anyway. So I'm really happy to receive it. So I'm just getting it in the mail, which is why, if you were wondering, like, what, did Chelsea not get it? I was waiting for it to come. I know, like, this is old news now. I probably will still do a dedicated review simply because, you know, the Sephora VIB sale is coming up. There were some comparisons that I wanted to do with this palette. So I'm still gonna do a dedicated review, even though this could be considered old news, but I'm just so excited to have it. So pretty, oh my goodness, yay. Oh, this is pretty. This is very pretty. So yes, I'm so happy to have it because I feel like I've heard some good things about it. I have not watched anybody's reviews, but you know how you just hear things in passing? And I have heard in passing that this is a really beautiful collection. So I'm very happy to have it. So here's the My Dream Cheek Trio, which I was interested to try because I was like, okay, let's see how that blush works. And then they sent over the gloss, the lipstick, and the lip liner, which, have I tried any of her lip liners? I don't think I've tried any of her lip liners. I have a lipstick from her, and I don't think I've tried the gloss. So I'm really happy to have this collection. And then the last thing that I want to share is by Danessa Myricks. So she had her 30% off sale Labor Day weekend, and I put 2 orders in. And so the first order that I put in was, I picked up, I'm not gonna show it to you all, but I'll insert a picture. I was watching her Teach Me Tuesday, this was like a month or so ago, and at the end of every Teach Me Tuesday, she does a giveaway, and so I won the giveaway. She was like, GlamGirlChelsea, don't you have everything from me? She was like, just DM me what you want. So I DM'd her, I wanted her Vision Cream Cover kit in the neutral shades. So she sent over that. So when I saw her 30% off sale for Labor Day, I wanted to get the warm Vision Cream Cover kit so I could have the whole set for my makeup kit. Because I love Balm Powder. You guys know I'm obsessed with that. And I love the Yummy Serum Foundation, but Vision Cream Cover she's that girl, okay? She's that girl. So I wanted all of the shades for my makeup artistry kit and also for myself too. So I got that, and then the second order that I placed was, so excited about this. So I'm also obsessed with her color fix. I'm just obsessed with her, and you guys know that. So I have, I think I have like 50 color fixes. If I don't have 50, it's definitely over 40 last time I counted. And I was talking to some angels and they were like, oh, you know, I need to get another lippy book. And I was like, well, what's a lippy book? And they're like, oh, you can store your color fixes in it. And I was like, I need that. So this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like on the back. Can you see the engraving right here? It says lippy book by Vanessa Myrick. So you can store honestly anything in here. Like, it looks like you could probably store like lipsticks in here, maybe some lip glosses, maybe some makeup brushes, depending on how long they are. But they are perfect for products that can fit in these little sleeves here. So I got 2 of them. Each one of these holds 40 products. So I was like, great, you know, because I know I have over 40. And then when I counted, I was like, oh yeah, I need to. Because I am on a mission to collect all of her color fixes. If I don't get it by the end of this year, it will be accomplished by the end of next year. That is a goal of mine. So I'm gonna put a couple in here just so you can see what they look like. Perfect, look at that. So I have 2 of her color fixes in here. And yes, so now I feel like I'll have a place for them. They just won't be thrown in my drawer. Like, they are in my drawer here. And every time I look at them, I'm like, it just looks like I don't love you. And I love you, I need to take better care of you. So I got 2 of them, and I also like the packaging that comes in them. Like, if y'all can see, this is what the package of the lippy book looks like that it comes in, and I almost want to keep it because I'm like, this is some nice packaging. This could be definitely used for something else. So here's the other one. And then the other thing that I purchased is her water cream palette. So she has 4 of these, I want to say, and I mainly got this for my makeup artistry kit as well. I want to use it too. But I am trying to expand myself as a makeup artist, put my hands on more people's faces. So I am working on building my kit with products that I think are going to be excellent for a variety of people. So I've heard really great things about this essentials palette. So she's got, like I said, 4 different palettes like this. These are cream products. And so these can be used on the eyes, lips, and the cheeks, face, any part of the face essentially. So I figured this would be good for bronzing, contouring, depending on the complexion, eyes, lips, so on and so on. So really, really excited to have this. Like I said, I'm gonna use it for myself so I can make sure I know how to use it, ways that I like to use it, how it looks on my complexion, and so forth. Yes, guys, so that is it. So let me know what you've picked up lately and what you're going to be picking up soon. Are y'all getting that new Pat McGrath? What is it called? Mothership Nirvana palette tomorrow? Because I'm going to be, first of all, I'm going to be all over Pat McGrath's holiday releases, okay? I'm already working out my budget now because I want all of it. Every bit of it is what I want. So let me know what you've picked up lately, whether it be beauty or non-beauty related. I just want to know what y'all be picking up. And leave that down in the comment section below. Let me know if there's any videos that you want to see based on the products that I've shown you today. You can leave ideas down below. You know, I just really love to hear from you guys. So leave all that down in the comment section below. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, come on, subscribe. I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.